Bitches, it's Jay again. Jay is short for none of your business. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Anyways, wanted to come to you today because I saw the trailer of my movie that I want to watch. 50 Shades of Grey. Okay, now whoever don't know that movie, it's a freaky ass movie and I love it because I'm kinky as shit. So yes, I it's coming out February 17th. I believe February 17th. I believe February 17th. Don't quote me. My bad. But anyway, it comes out February. I'm super fucking excited for it. And I like all that kinky shit. Fuck it. That's what I like, you know what I mean? So it inspired me to tell y'all a story about the time I got kidnapped while in the act of BDSM. Yes. So basically, I was talking to this guy. I actually known him for a long time, so I felt comfortable. I feel like before you do something like BDSM, you should feel comfortable with the person, but I did know him for a very long time, and we he told me he was into that, and I'm like, you know what, I always wanted to do it, so I'm like, all right, let's do it. So we were doing it for like we were doing the BDSM for like maybe like a couple weeks, and then one night he calls me and he's like, hey, can I come kidnap you? Now, you know when a guy tells a girl, can I come kidnap you? You think that's all cute and shit. Like, he gonna come kidnap me. Like, you know what I mean? No. All right. So, so he comes to my house. Okay. I go, walk up to his car, get in his passenger seat. We drive off. On the way to his house, he stops at this parking lot. Okay. Dark ass parking lot. Everything's closed, like 9 o'clock. He gets out the car. He's like, "Get the." He comes around the passenger side and he's like, "Get the fuck out the car." He opens the door. Get the fuck out the car. I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Who is this motherfucker talking to?" Like, I didn't know because he was mad that I serious, so I didn't know. So he's like, "Get the fuck out the car right now." I'm like, um. But then, like, obviously, I wouldn't let no motherfucker talk to me like that, but I realized what he was doing, and I'm like, oh shit, it's about to go down. So, I got out the car, and he pushes me against the door. He puts my hands behind my back, and he duct tapes them, and then handcuffs them. I'm like, oh shit, things is getting real. Then he turns around and walks to the back, unlocks the door, throws my big ass in there. Okay, now I'm laying flat on my stomach on his back seat. Takes my legs, duct tapes them. Mind you, duct tape is fucking hard as fuck. Like, I thought my legs were gonna like losing circulation. Anyways, ties my legs up, have my hands with the handcuffs. Then he comes and puts a gag, walks around the car first of all, walks back around the car to the other side of the door, opens it, puts a gag ball in my mouth that ties behind your mouth. I mean, behind your neck. And then puts a blindfold on me. Now, mind you, we're in the middle of a parking lot in a busy ass street that I know very well. I'm freaking the fuck out thinking that a cop's gonna come by, thinking that I'm really getting kidnapped, like it's about to be a situation. But he was like, ah, don't worry about it. The cop come, we just tell him being kinky. I'm like, all right, all right, all right. So I got it. I started like being less like worried about it, like nervous about it. So at this point, I started role playing back. So I'm like, all right, all right. So I was acting like I was struggling and shit, and I was like going, like trying to yell through my gag mouth and shit. Like it was some kinky ass shit. Then this motherfucker pulls a knife out, like one of them little like fishing knives and shit, telling me to shut the fuck up. And it, like really in the role, like this motherfucker had this planned out. Like he had gadgets. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I was excited as fuck. So I'm like, all right. So he closes both doors. He lifts my shirt up over my head. So now like I'm all exposed in the back seat on my belly, handcuffs, duct tape on my wrist, duct tape on my ankles. There goes your visual. So then he's like, now you're gonna shut the fuck up and I'm gonna do whatever I want and I'm gonna take you wherever you want. And I'm like, wherever I want. I'm like, so this motherfucker starts to drive. So now I'm like, all right, all right. He got tinted windows. We're driving now. We all good. This fucking kinky, crazy motherfucker was like, you know what, bitch? I'm hungry. I'm like, oh, hell no. This motherfucker goes and is like, I'm gonna go through the Wendy's drive through and get me something to eat, and you're gonna shut the fuck up. I'm like, oh shit. Now, this is making me like super excited just to let y'all know. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on? So now I'm nervous too. I'm like, so I'm like, okay. He goes to the drive through, orders food, touching me in the back seat while he's ordering food, telling me to shut the fuck up. The lady's right there, like literally right there. Like if I was really being kidnapped, she couldn't even see me. Like I would have been dead, like at all. Like I was literally, like I could literally see her right there and she could not see me. She was like handing him the money and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so she couldn't see me. So he gets his food and everything. He starts laughing after he comes off and I'm like, oh my god, I'm bugging out. And he's like, after that, he stops laughing and he's like, yeah, shut the fuck up. He's like, um, so now I'm trying to be all playing around and I'm trying to do the roll and everything and I'm trying to kick and scream. And he's like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, oh my God. Then this motherfucker, okay, so we're done with Wendy's. So now he's like, all right, now we're going back to my house. I'm like, okay. He pulls over before we, like, when he gets on the highway ramp, like the start ramp, he pulls over, puts his fucking emergency flashlight on, gets out the car, opens the door, which lights up the entire car, and starts to rub me down and talk mad shit to me. I'm like, I'm like nervous like a motherfucker. I'm like, but after he did that, he got back in his car, we drove to his house. And, the rest is uh, pretty kinkier, but when we get to his house, like, but basically, long story short, I was basically in the middle of his parking lot, naked, still handcuffed. I don't know how that was possible. Basically, my shirt was pulled all the way, like, down, and some crazy shit went on. Needless to say, I was smoking cigarettes at the time, and I had to smoke like 3 cigarettes after that. Like, it was fucking real. Like, that was the first time I've ever done something like that. The last time, I don't know, but the first time for sure that I've ever done some shit like that. And it was fun. And just thinking about the movie, I'm so excited for that movie to come out. And I'm gonna be talking about it as soon as it comes out. So, but yeah, I figured I'd come in honor of 50 Shades of Grey coming out. I definitely wanted to share that story, that kinky story. I want to do a lot of story times to let y'all know a little bit more about me. Some will be kinky, some will be crazy, some will be funny, all types of stuff. So I'm doing videos Monday through Friday, no weekends. So please hit that subscribe button so for more content daily. Don't forget to turn on your notifications, hit the thumbs up just for being awesome, and come back for my next video. Okay, and again, for anybody who's new, come back if you want to hear me talk more shit. All right, I'm here to talk shit for y'all. All right, so like always, keep your ass clean and your mouth shut. Deuces.